All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Send It Frankie's Daily MTB vlog. Today, we're gonna visit our suspension tuning. Last week, I believe, one of the episodes, link on top here. One of the episodes I was talking about adjusting my coil shocks, and I saw an actual bear. But no bears today. Unfortunately, I wanted to get some footage of the bear, but let's revisit back to what I did. So I believe I did 2 clicks softening my low speed rebound and low speed compression. I can only adjust low speed rebound and low speed compression on the Fox DHX Performance. I just found that out after I went back and I did some research. I was like, wait, people are using the 6 millimeter Allen key and the 3 millimeter Allen key to adjust the settings, and I found out I can only do I can only adjust the 3 millimeter, which is the low speed rebound and low speed compression. I guess that's with the Fox 36 Performance. You do that. I went online, I searched and see if you can make the upgrade. A lot of people say that yes, Fox does the upgrade from performance to factory. It's like $100 change. I don't know, maybe in the future I will start adjusting that, but for now we're going to continue riding the way it is until I find that I really need to adjust my high-speed compression. But right now low-speed compression is set at -2 clicks from the middle. I took the advice from Jordy in the dialed series. He's like super knowledgeable. So you do the what do they call it? You bracketing. That's right. So the bracketing idea is you figure out the total amount of clicks in your low speed and your compression. Say I think total amount of clicks was like somewhere in like 20 clicks or something like that. And then you go from 20 clicks and then you just, you go to the highest or you go to the lowest, the closing, the compression and the rebound. And then you go to the lowest and then you go 10. So which is like in the middle, right? That's where I found out. I counted total amount of clicks in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from lowest to highest. And then you set it in the middle. So when I set it into middle, I wrote it last time. I figured I think I need to, less rebound because I was feeling I was getting bucked, and less compression because you want more travel, right? But they say it gets tired. So today what we're doing is we're gonna try and adjust the 36. I've already played with the settings, so what I did is I did both. I did the same thing, so high speed, low speed, everything is in the middle, and right in the middle, and then the compression as well is on the middle. So riding this last weekend at Greer, when I started riding in Greer in the middle, I found that the high-speed compression needs to be a little bit lower because the rocks were, if you were going high speed, the rebound was a little bit too quick, and when I was turning, I was hitting rocks, found a lot of chatter. Let's put it this way. So the chatter kind of screwed me up, and then so I kind of said, all right, that feels like I need to lower my rebound speed. So I did lower both high speed rebound and low speed rebound, because I found that when I was going high speed, I was getting a lot of chatter, and maybe when I take the rebound off, lower the rebound, it would be better, and actually work. So I'm like at -2 from the middle, so I'll figure out the actual numbers and then I'll put it on the screen. Right now I don't have it on my head. I gotta go figure out where I am. But today we're gonna try and adjust it again here because there's some, low speed rocks and a low speed rebound. We'll figure out the low speed rebound, and then there's a couple of routes up top. Maybe when we change, if I was going in that high speed, maybe we can mess with the high speed compression. I'll see how it feels. I don't know how it feels. Maybe it feels bad. Maybe it feels good. But right now I'm gonna try and pop off these things and see how my settings feel when I'm digging my fork into the lip, and see what that does at my current setting. So if I can change that setting up and then compare to later, if we're working on the roots, we'll see how that goes. All right. All right, so after those couple first runs as a base of getting that feeling, it feels like the way I want it to feel, because I don't get that like fast rebound, like boom, like, you know, how your forks just kind of just like, you know, when you compress and you release, your fork just kind of goes really fast out, so you get that like jolt feeling. I don't have that, which I like, because when I'm riding in Greer or stuff like that, or any other place, I don't like that feeling of super chatter, or like, I feel like, I don't know how to explain this, but what that feeling feels like when that fork rebounds fast, I feel like the fork is gonna break off or something, and then that kind of messes with my confidence. I don't know if that works for you guys, but to me, it's like that. So I don't have that. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna change the high-speed rebound to slower by 2 clicks. We'll bracket it that way, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, I lied. What I found when I was playing with my high-speed rebound, it is all the way slow. Or does that mean closed, or is it open? I mean, I think that means it's closed, right? I don't know. You guys tell me. So let's just refer it to as it's slow, right? It's super slow right now. So the rebound, like when you hit something, it's not like an auto instant like rebound back. So it's completely, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dial down, I'm gonna dial back, I'm gonna open it up, well, I'm gonna make it a little bit faster, the rebound, by 2 clicks, and see the difference in the jumping, if I like that or not. Alright, so I found that to be a little bit more poppy, which is better for jumping, because like I found like when I do a little bit more compression, I guess it's the high speed compression, high speed rebound, when I'm compressing into the jump, and then when I'm releasing, I feel that I get a little bit more pop, get a little bit more response from my fork, which is actually pretty good for jumping. But is it good for chatter? A lot of chatter? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So I guess that's one of those things that you got to figure out how to ride, a lot of aspects. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna skip the small one now. We're gonna move up to the bigger jump and see how that feels with that base. All right, that's pretty good, not bad. When I compress down a little bit forward, we'll see. Let me reduce the rebound by 1 click instead of 2 clicks. So less rebound, 1 rebound, and we'll see what happens. Actually, that felt actually pretty good. It feels like you have less pop, but I feel with the less pop, I don't feel the reverb or the feedback that you get. Like there's like a feedback, like, you know, when you're playing games, like a force feedback thing, you know, like there's a feedback when you pop up, and then you have to kind of counter that feedback with the rebound. I don't have to do that as much, so I feel more in control. But I'm not a professional jumper. Again, I'm just going with my gut feeling. Maybe if we have more professional jumpers, better jumpers than me, they can tell me, okay, how you're supposed to feel, how you're supposed to play with the dampers. But this is a work in progress. And also, what works for me does not necessarily work for you. But I'm just, well, this whole tutorial, or that's not a tutorial, this whole video is just basically based on, you know, you guys, me, I'm just like anybody else, trying to figure out what high-speed compression is, low-speed compression, high-speed rebound, low-speed rebound, and a lot of people don't have time to, you know, a lot of people are wanting to figure out, but, you know, they're like just clueless on what to do. So it's a lot of trial and error. I'm just showing you how you can trial and error, find a place like Marshall Canyon or somewhere that's close to your house, and just kind of, if you don't feel right on the jumps, you know, try to do what I'm trying to do with the bracketing. You know, the whole way in, you know, basically the whole way in through this place, there's chatter, there's actual speed approaching the jumps, and you know, every minor change that I do affects the shoot, there's sounds in the forest, so it's scaring me. I don't know if it's a bobcat or whatever it is, so I'm always looking around when I'm in the forest. But or a bear. So hope you guys can learn something from here and what I'm trying to do. So it's like, it's not a professional way of doing it, but it's just based on my feeling. But my backup is always, if I screw something up majorly, I will head to my local bike shop and have them reset it, retune it, and then, you know, have them educate me more while I'm in the shop, so that, you know, you can actually do these micro adjustments on the go if you're on the trail. Because a lot of times when you're on the trail, you're like, okay, by me doing this, is it gonna work? You don't know if it's gonna work. You don't really understand the settings until you just keep doing this and just keep on improving. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna move our jumping, and I'm gonna move to that roots area and play with low speed and high speed compression. So we just messed with low speed and high speed rebound. Guys, so let's see. I've got both dials, the high speed compression and low speed compression, right in the middle. So I figured the total amount of clicks, and then, you know, you divide that by 2, so that should be right in the middle. So I adjusted the low speed compression first, got that in the middle, and then adjusted the high speed compression and got that in the middle. So what I'm gonna do right now is gonna take Jordy's advice from dialed and start bracketing it. I think the way I bracket in the beginning, that I always feel better, is less compression. I find myself feeling that I like the less compression rather than the firm compression, because when it's firm, I feel like I'm chattering. But let's see, if I go -2 less firm, so that's total less, that's more stroke, right? So if it's less compression, means you get more stroke or less stroke. I might be confused, but let's do less compression right now, with the low speed first. So I'm gonna come down this track right here and then see if those roots and those little bit of rocks and that low speed, do I feel any difference? All right, so that was basically off the middle. And what I'm gonna do now is adjust the compression, and I'm gonna close it off and see the difference. Okay, all right, so we're gonna try and do 2 less, -2 more, and see how it feels. Low speed compression. So definitely felt a little bit more stable through that. In the front, less intense action going. So I think we're gonna dial it back 1. And then we'll try it again. And then after this, we're gonna play with the high speed compression. All right, that felt really good. So what we're gonna do is, now we got the high speed, got the low speed feeling like the way I want to do. Let's see if I can decrease the low speed compression, the high speed compression. I'm sorry, I'm going to decrease the high speed compression, meaning going to the negative dial. Yeah, we'll see. By 2 clicks. All right. Actually, that felt fantastic. Just -2 compression on the -2 on the high speed compression made me feel like I can grip. Because it's also loose, and Southern California riding is getting loose. It's loose rocks and stuff that we ride a lot. Like if you go to Vail or if you go to Greer, it's a lot of loose rocks, bumpy, chunky turns, high speed. So I don't have my high speed compression dialed all the way in, but I feel like that really felt good. So I think I'm gonna try and stick with these settings, and we'll see what happens, next week or during this week. I'm gonna go out and ride and get a feel for my suspension and see if we need to make any adjustments. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and we'll be back tomorrow with some more riding. Today is my rest day. Just playing around with my bike settings. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys also want to play around with bike settings more to get to know your bike so you can ride better. So with that, hope you guys subscribe, and hope you guys get in, let your friends know about the giveaway. All the details are inside the description in the video. Every video I'll post up the giveaway. We're at 140 right now, which I'm super happy because in the past couple of days we just went pew. Thank you guys for letting people know that the giveaway is happening, and hopefully within this week we'll have 150 and we'll send out those tires. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you tomorrow.